RSS now. Mahua Moitra, summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the FEMA case, asked to appear on February 19.
Has been unable to establish that the measure employed in Clause 7(4) of the Electoral Bond Scheme is the least restrictive means to balance the rights of informational privacy. Thus, the amendment to Section 13, capital A, bracket B of the Income Tax Act, introduced by the Finance Act 2017, and the amendment to Section 29C(1) of the Representation of People's Act are declared unconstitutional.
The Supreme Court strikes down electoral bonds in a unanimous verdict, says scheme violates Constitution and RTI. As farmers' showdown continues, top leader tells Republic the real motive is to corner the BJP. That's our focus of the debate as well. Maharashtra Speaker rules in favor of Ajit Pawar faction, says that's the real NCP. Welcome back, friends. As if the inconvenience being caused to common citizens was not enough, farmers protesting on the pretext of minimum support price legalization have waded into a territory which is clearly political. Even as citizens continue to get inconvenienced, ambulances are not allowed because it can provide an opportunity to these farmers or interlopers within these protesting farmers to create a law and order situation. Of course, alternative arrangements have been made so that those getting inconvenienced are able to manage their lives. What is important is that increasingly we are seeing true colors coming out of these farmers' protests, like in the case of 2020, when they were completely hijacked by inimical forces to India, like the Khalistani elements. This time it seems they have become political hindmen of some forces. Let's listen into some of those bites which give us a clear indication that these are political protests. Then I'll come back to discuss.
In what looks like a repeat of 2020 farmers' agitation, protesters on the 13th of February started their march towards the national capital borders to demand guarantee on MSP.
Kanori border is a connecting link between Punjab and Haryana. Here you can see the visual of farmers protesting towards the Punjab side. Right now we are standing at the Jind side. That is a connecting link between Punjab and Haryana. You talk about the ground situation, things are going smooth over here and all the farmers are waiting and sitting over there towards the Sangrur side. So once the meeting will be over, then only the picture will clear that the farmers are going to continue to move towards the Delhi direction, or will they call off their protest.
The protests have created mayhem in the lives of common people, with traffic choking the roads and protesters blocking railway tracks.
किसान आंदोलन को आज तीसरा दिन है। सभी किसान अपनी मांगों को लेकर रेलवे लाइन और अलग-अलग हाईवे पर मौजूद है। इनका साफ तौर पे कहना है कि सरकार जो है इनकी मांगों को मान ले, जिसके बाद सभी किसान जो है शांतिपूर्वक यहाँ से वापस लौट जाएंगे। आज किसान जो हैं अलग-अलग राज्यों की रेलवे लाइन पे पहुँच के रेलवे ट्रैक को ब्लॉक किया है, और जिस जगह पे हम मौजूद हैं, ये तस्वीर आप देख सकते हैं। अब भटिंडा से बरवाला ये रेलवे लाइन है, और जहाँ पे हम मौजूद है गेटू का गांव लगता है, और इस पूरे ट्रैक पे आपको हजारों की संख्या में जो किसान हैं वो यहाँ पर बैठे हुए नजर आ रहे होंगे।
The protest seems to be escalating, with protesters targeting the Prime Minister.
नरेंद्र मोदी एक पर्सनैलिटी है, एक शख्सियत है। अगर हम लोग ये बोलें कि हम किसी एक मनुष्य के प्रति ये प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं तो गलत बात होगी। देश के सिस्टम के खिलाफ लड़ रहे हैं, वो सिस्टम जो पिछले 75 साल से इन लोगों के लिए बना रखा है और जो झूठ की बुनियाद पे खड़ा है।
Now, right ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, the politics surrounding the protest is spiraling out of control.
ये बहुत संवेदनशील विषय है, हमारे मंत्रीगण बात कर रहे हैं, छोड़ दीजिए। लेकिन इतना हम जरूर कहना चाहेंगे कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार के लिए, किसानों के लिए कितने बड़े काम किए हैं, आज हम एक बार राष्ट्रीय मंच से जरूर इसको दोहरा देना चाहेंगे। तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार किसानों के विकास के लिए समर्पित है, सदैव कार्य करेगी।
धरना दे रहे हैं, उनको बार बार पुलिस तंग कर रही, उठा रही उनको। और तो और आपके जो इनकी पार्टी के मंत्री जी हैं, जो जिंदगी में धरने देते रहे वो, और अब उनके घर पे महिला चली गई जारिका निगम मित्र की, उनको रात को घसीट घसीट के ले गए, पुलिस कांस्टेबल ले गए उनको। अभी कौड़ी मीणा जी जो है, कितने धरने दिए उन्होंने जिंदगी के अंदर हमारे वक्त में, हर बात में धरना देते थे वो, उनके घर पे धरना लग गया और वो पुलिस जाकर के घसीट घसीट के महिलाओं को ले आ रही है। तो वही कौड़ी मीणा जी को मैं कहना चाहूंगा, भाई आपसे तो उम्मीद नहीं थी।
The government, meanwhile, is trying to pacify the agitating protesters. Despite the ongoing efforts, the opposition continues to attack the centre. The question remains that is the Delhi Chalo protests' motive truly to come down to a consensus regarding the MSP, or is it yet another ploy to attack Prime Minister Modi right ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, welcome back. Essentially, what we are focusing on is the political comments made by these farmer leaders. I'll come to that. The package, I believe, missed those comments. But joining me, Savio Roderick, senior journalist, also a BJP leader from Goa, to give us the BJP view. Vivek Silas, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Nikhil Jain. If I could begin with you, first comment to you, and then the second one to Vivek Silas. Nikhil, Tejveer Singh, it's a viral video. He's a farmer leader. He's leading from the front. He says, we are fighting the opposition's battle. We want to change this government. भाई आप तो MSP की बात कर रहे थे, पेंशन की बात कर रहे थे, ये suddenly opposition का agenda. How come this opposition agenda and talk of change of government? Obviously there is a clear political linkage coming out. Nikhil Jain.
Abhishek, what do you expect the farmers of the country to do when they sit on dharna, when they sit on protest for over a year on this, outside the streets of Delhi, and the government gives them certain assurances?
They should be contesting an election, not stopping trains and blocking highways. They should be contesting
Abhishek,
elections.
it is the right of the citizens to protest. That is what we saw during the India Against Corruption movement. That is what we saw during the freedom of struggle. That is what we saw during the JP Narayan movement. That when the government forgets its duties to its citizens, it is in the hands of the citizens to play the role of the opposition. The political parties can do their politicking, but when the citizens say that the government has given us some assurances and commitments, and they're not upholding those commitments like the Modi government had given to these farmers,
does it give a right to a
Savio, hold on. Savio, I'll come to you. Savio, hold on. No, Savio, hold on. Let him complete. Savio, hold on. Let him complete. I'll come to you.
Yeah.
Savio, hold on.
The government
I'll come
had
to you.
given them assurances that MSP would be made a legal mandate. But nothing has happened on that front for over 2 years. The farmers were sitting outside Delhi on the streets for over a year. 700 or odd farmers died. Their request was that compensation should be given to those who were protesting for this. Political cases slapped on them should be withdrawn. But the government has done none of that. And instead, what the government is doing right now is erecting barricades, spikes, concrete walls on taxpayers' money. They're destroying public infrastructure.
You catch your breath. I go to Vivek Silas. Gurnam Singh Chaduni, a famous, familiar face of farmers' protest from Haryana, says, हम एक मांग रखते हैं कि चुनाव EVM से नहीं होना चाहिए, बैलेट पेपर से होना चाहिए. For God's sake, what has MSP to do with EVM? When did MSP transmogrify into EVM? And how?
No, Abhishek, tell me this. During the India Against Corruption movement, did the protesters not want the Congress government to lose power?
They should abide.
For Vivek Silas, Nikhil.
I think the government of India should, abide by what the farmers are saying. They should leave behind everything. And as soon as possible, they should, implement the MSP. Because if you see in 2011, Mr. Savio, when
Vivek Silas, my question is,
the Chief Minister,
what began as protest for MSP has turned into protest for EVMs. There is a clear agenda.
Be quiet and listen to me first. When
You are not answering the question.
When Modi ji was the Chief Minister in Gujarat in 2011, the same Modi ji said that the MSP should be implemented in the favors of the farmers immediately. That is what he said.
But what's the connection with the electronic voting machines? Bring in electronic voting machines. Vivek Silas, you're not answering the question.
This is a very
I know
serious
the
matter.
MSP debate we have done at
This
least
is
three
not-
debates already.
this is
Vivek
not
Silas.
the-
My question is, how do the
Abhishek,
farmers come to a conclusion that MSP is related with
Abhishek,
EVMs?
Abhishek, this is not an agenda of your channel. This is the thing of the farmers. Now listen to me, please. Modi ji was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. He said MSP should be
You have no answer, Vivek
implemented immediately. Now the same man is the Prime Minister of India, and he doesn't.
Vivek
want-
Silas,
Where is
we are
the telephone
discussing
number, by the
a
way?
comment made by
Where is the
someone as
telephone number, by the
responsible, a
way?
farmer leader as Gurnaam
Where
Singh
is the
Chaduni,
telephone
saying
number that Modi
our
said?
agenda is getting EVMs
Where is the
to
telephone
replace,
number?
to be replaced with
want to
ballot
ask you,
papers. They
will you
want
be
to
quiet
phase
for-
out EVMs and bring in
Samuel
ballot
is the-
papers. They are not
Samuel is
concerned
the
about
telephone
MSP.
number.
You are
That
concerned
Mr.
about
Modi
MSP.
said
Farmers are not.
That I am. Be quiet and listen to me. I want to know the telephone number which the Prime Minister said I am just a call away. Where is that number? Can you give me that number? Where is the committee that was formed in
It's with Mr.
2022?
Adani.
Okay,
July?
Savio is clear.
Adani.
Savio is clear. They have been caught on the wrong foot, and so Vivek Silas prefers to obfuscate rather than answer the question, which
You are
is
talking about farmers,
what have
you're
farmers to
talking
do
about
with
the
replacing
EVM.
EVMs with ballot paper?
Your
What have
agenda
farmers
is
to
not
do
here.
with opposition agenda? What have farmers to do with bringing down
Anchors
Prime
like
Minister's
you-
popularity?
Anchors like
Savio,
you
obviously this
are
is
the
political
co-leaders
agenda.
of The government.
Well, let me
Vivek Silas, don't indulge in personal attacks. You are refusing to
my
answer my
friends, fellow
question.
panelists might not like
Can
what I'm
only
going
the
to
Prime
say.
Minister be political in this
All
country?
political parties, all
Okay, you got your
political
chance.
parties, whether they
For
are
good or
Aam
bad,
Aadmi
you-
Party,
for right or wrong,
Samajwadi Party,
You
or
got your
Congress
chance, Vivek
Party
Silas. You got
are
your chance,
trying
Nikhil
to
Jain. Let
stir-
Savio respond.
they are
Let
trying
Savio
to
respond.
stir anarchy. That's
Let Savio
what these
respond.
political parties are trying to do. The farmers genuinely protesting, please understand, the farmers that are currently protesting, some are genuine and some are there with malified intent. As far as farmers are concerned, they are all across India. So small sections of farmers from Punjab and Haryana do not compromise the entire farming sector of India. The BJP government has worked more for the farmers than any other
Not at
government
all.
has
Savio,
over the
that is why
last
the
20
farmers are
decades,
begging.
last 20,
That
30
is why
years.
they are earning
But
25
let's get
rupees
down
a
to
day.
the real issue.
That is
The
why they are
real
earning
issue
27 rupees
is
a day.
that it is nothing but a ploy
That is why
to
a
stir
farmer earns
anarchy
27 rupees a day
in the
in
country. You want to
Because they are
protest,
so happy.
you have the right to
You are
protest.
giving them
You
houses
can
by
protest silently.
2022. You were
You can protest.
doubling their, income by 2022. What happened? What happened to your promises?
Okay, then focus on
that you had given
MSP,
to the
focus on
farmers?
Swaminathan, focus on 50% plus cost. Focus on doubling the
Swaminathan,
income.
you
Why
gave-
focus on EVM
you
phase
gave-
out?
you
Why
gave-
focus on Modi's popularity?
you gave the Bharat
Get scared of
Ratna
Modi's
Swaminathan.
popularity. Why
But you
talk
didn't
about,
implement
Ram
what he
Mandir
said.
adding to the Prime Minister's aura? Why talk about bringing down
Popularity
this
is not in
government?
the
Why
Modi
talk
himself.
about picking up opposition's agenda? Is the opposition so
Who's scared of his
effeminate,
bubble being
Vivek
busted?
Silas, that they need farmers' protest to ride on ahead of an election? Unfortunately, that seems to be the case, and that's what we have been focusing on. I'm very sorry I have run out of time also, Vivek Silas, but we'll continue this conversation. Farmers' protest not ending anytime soon. Talks are going on between the union government and the protesting farmers in Chandigarh, in fact, including with the Chief Minister of Punjab, which shows that there are concerns on all the sides. Thank you so much, Nikhil Jain, Vivek Silas and Savio Roddick for joining us. Short break. Trending burning question is on the other side.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
Day 2 of the farmers' protest. The Shambhu border has been completely jam-packed with thousands of the farmers are on the roads. Here we are reporting from the mid of the protesting site, and you can see the visuals that how they are spend the entire night here on the roads in their tractors, trolleys, and after having the breakfast, now they are preparing the strategy how to move on. So here you can see the visuals that how the farmers has been preparing their strategies, and in fact after spending the entire night on the road thousands of the people have spent night on the road with their tractors and their trolleys. Such kind of trolleys has been prepared to spend the night. You can see the visuals as well. Even yesterday, the similar visuals, the similar people in a similar position. And in fact, today as well, they will try to march towards Delhi from that Shambhu border to cross the security layers of Haryana police. And in fact, the way they yesterday did, just because yesterday there was a panic situation between the Haryana police and the farmers, and in fact when they tried to cross the borders, tear gas shells has been fired in a massive number, and in fact to protect the barricades they have deployed at Shambhu border. So see, today as well, and even the last night, their leader Sarwan Singh Pandher, Jagjit Singh Dallewal, they had made it very clear that tomorrow again they will start their march towards the Delhi, and in fact tonight they were spending here at Shambhu border itself. So last night entirely jam-packed Shambhu border with the farmers as they were sleeping in the tractors and the trolleys, and in fact today morning they are preparing the strategies how to move on from this very much point towards the border, Shambhu border, to cross the barricades, deployed by Haryana police. And in fact, if my camera person can show you the barricades they have put, they are making some technical strategies, and they themselves put these police barricades along at the protesting site, and in fact they are preparing the layers how to move on and how to break the security layers. There's 6 to 7 security layers of Haryana police with the paramilitary forces. So see, you can see that even the Haryana police have also used the drones and tear gas shells, and they have used the rubber bullets to stop the farmers. So this is the situation that is actually turning up at Shambhu border, and even this is the situation that is turning up at the Shambhu border on day 2 of the protest. Farmers are preparing strategy. Their leaders are leading the protest. They have spent entire night in the tractor and trolleys, and morning they are preparing strategies how to move further towards the Delhi.
ये मंदिर पूरी दुनिया के लिए सांप्रदायिक सौहार्द और वैश्विक एकता का प्रतीक बनेगा। भाइयों और बहनों, यूएई के मिनिस्टर ऑफ टॉलरेंस हिज एक्सेलेंसी शेख नायान अल मुबारक यहां विशेष तौर पर उपस्थित है, और उन्होंने भाव भी जो व्यक्त किए, जो बातें हमारे सामने रखी, वो हमारे उन सपनों को मजबूत करने का उनके शब्दों में उन्होंने वर्णन किया है। मैं उनका आभारी हूं। साथियों, इस मंदिर के निर्माण में यूएई की सरकार की जो भूमिका रही, उसकी जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम है। लेकिन इस भव्य मंदिर का स्वप्न साकार करने में अगर सबसे बड़ा सहयोग किसी का है तो मेरे ब्रदर हिज हाइनेस शेख मोहम्मद बिन जायद का है। मुझे पता है कि प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूएई की पूरी गवर्नमेंट ने कितने बड़े दिल से करोड़ों भारतवासियों की इच्छा को पूरा किया है, और इन्होंने सिर्फ यहां नहीं, 140 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानियों के दिल को जीत लिया। मैं इस मंदिर के विचार से लेकर एक प्रकार से प्रमुख स्वामी जी के स्वप्न से लेकर के, स्वप्न बाद में विचार में परिवर्तित हुआ, यानी विचार से लेकर इसके साकार होने तक पूरी यात्रा में इससे जुड़ा रहा हूं। ये मेरा सबसे बड़ा सौभाग्य है, और इसलिए मैं जानता हूं कि हिज हाइनेस शेख मोहम्मद बिन जायद की उदारता के लिए धन्यवाद ये शब्द भी बहुत छोटा लगता है, इतना बड़ा उन्होंने काम किया। मैं चाहता हूं उनके इस व्यक्तित्व को, भारत यूएई रिश्तों की गहराई को केवल यूएई और भारत के लोग ही नहीं बल्कि पूरा विश्व भी जाने।
I am very, very happy to announce that Niva Bopa Health Insurance has come on board as Republic TV's studio partner. Niva Bopa Health Insurance is the fastest growing company among standalone health insurance players in India. It has also provided health insurance coverage to 1.1 crore people in India and settled over 15 lakh claims, processing one claim every 60 seconds. So we are delighted to be partnering with them.
इनके वजह से हमारा रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है, बिल्कुल रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है। भूखा मर जाएगा सारा आम आदमी तो भाई।
भैया नुकसान तो बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है, चारों तरफ से रास्ता बंद है, ना तो सीएनजी मिल रही है और सवारियों को भी बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी हो रही है। बहुत सारे हमारे भाई हैं जो किराए की ऑटो चलाते हैं, किराया कहां से दे, अब सवारी कहीं मिल ही नहीं रही है,
इसमें गरीब आदमी मर रहा है।
Right now I'm standing at Tikri border. Tikri border is the conjoining border between Delhi and Haryana. Here you can see the auto drivers are over here, standing over here, and
Good evening and welcome. Today, Mamata Banerjee unleashed another round of brutality against all those who are questioning the Trinamool Congress-led political rape of countless women in Sandesh Khali in Bengal. Republic journalists were targeted and beaten, especially those from Republic Bangla. Political leaders had spinal injuries, landed up in ICUs and hospitals. In other words, Mamata Banerjee is providing full state support to the mafia of her party. But what she cannot stop is the truth today. Today, more women have come out and all of them in their testimonies are saying one thing, just one thing, that Trinamool Congress leaders have been raping women, using their political clout, raping them repeatedly, raping them endlessly. Viewers, more survivors are also saying that the police is trying to torture them by asking them to provide evidence that they have been raped, asking rape victims to come up with medical records. And I ask tonight, how heartless can Mamata Banerjee get? A woman leader asking women to provide evidence of rape months after the ghastly acts. Mamata Banerjee, what are you doing? Are you not answerable to anything? Are you not answerable even to your conscience if it exists? Lastly, to the sold-out Lutyens and Mamata media, shame on you. Shame on all of you for trying to cover up till now the horrors of Sandesh Khali. You cannot anymore because the nation is watching.
आज यूनाइटेड अरब अमीरात की धरती ने मानवीय इतिहास का एक नया स्वर्णिम अध्याय लिखा है। आज अबू धाबी में भव्य और दिव्य मंदिर का लोकार्पण हो रहा है। इस पल के पीछे वर्षों की मेहनत लगी है। इसमें वर्षों पुराना सपना जुड़ा हुआ है और इसमें भगवान स्वामीनारायण का आशीर्वाद जुड़ा है। आज प्रमुख स्वामी जिस दिव्य लोक में होंगे, उनकी आत्मा जहां होगी वहां प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही होगी। पूज्य प्रमुख स्वामी के साथ मेरा नाता एक प्रकार से पिता पुत्र का नाता रहा। मेरे लिए एक पितृतुल्य भाव से जीवन के एक लंबे कालखंड तक उनका सानिध्य मिलता रहा, उनके आशीर्वाद मिलते रहे और शायद कुछ लोगों को सुनकर आश्चर्य होगा कि मैं सीएम था तब भी, पीएम था तब भी अगर कोई चीज उनको पसंद नहीं आती थी तो मुझे स्पष्ट शब्दों में मार्गदर्शन करते थे।
यूएई की राजधानी अबू धाबी में पहला विराट हिंदू मंदिर बनकर तैयार है। तो यूएई से भी लोग आए हैं, भारत से भी आए हैं और भारत के बाहर दूसरे देशों से भी आए हैं। मुझे आप बताइए, आप भी आइए, मुझे बताइए आप कहां से आए हैं?
मैं वासुदेव कृष्ण शास्त्री, काठमांडू से मैं आया हूं और नेपाल से, और हमारे साथ रवि भाई बेलायत से हैं और हम लोग काफी लोग आए हैं। मेरी पत्नी
नेपाल से आए हैं, क्या लाए हैं?
तो यहाँ स्पेशल मैंने भगवान शालिग्राम जो है यहाँ स्पेशल यहाँ के जो अक्षरधाम मंदिर के देने के लिए ले आए हैं। तो यहाँ देंगे, यहाँ पूजा होगी। हमें गौरव है सनातन हिंदू परंपरा के ऊपर कि दुबई पहली बार इतना बड़ा हिंदू मंदिर बन रहा है।
भेंट स्वरूप आप शालिग्राम
जी, और पूजा भी किए। सुबह यहाँ प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में भी रहे हम लोग, पूजा प्राण प्रतिष्ठा भी हुई सुबह, और भेंट के रूप में हमने शालिग्राम।
प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में क्या हुआ अगर आप
सुबह प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में पहले क्या होता है कि जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का 2 विधान है, शास्त्रीय वास्तुशास्त्र और शास्त्रीय विधान से। पहला प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का विधान ये है कि जो भगवान का जो मूर्ति बनाया जाता है वो पत्थर का, शिला का बनाया जाता है, वो प्राण नहीं होता है। जब उसमें मंत्र द्वारा चेतना को आधान किया जाता है तो चेतना का आधान हुआ है मंत्र द्वारा।
मैंने मंदिर में अलग अलग मूर्तियां देखी क्योंकि मैं अंदर गई थी, तो सबकी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा
जी अलग अलग, स्वामी जी जितने भी अलग अलग प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुई है। पहले वहाँ भगवान जो श्री स्वामीनारायण जी का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ, उसके बाद भोलेनाथ, शिव और पार्वती का, गणपति शिव परिवार का हुआ, उसके बाद फिर उसके अंदर लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान का हुआ, इसके बाद जगन्नाथ भगवान का हुआ, सारे देवता का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ। पहली एक गौरव के विषय है कि दुबई में, अबू धाबी में पहली बार, और हम काठमांडू से हिमालय की वो चोटी से यहाँ ये मरुभूमि में आए हैं। कितनी खुशी है,
बहुत खूबसूरत। और सुबह सुबह मैंने सुना था सुबह 6 बजे ये प्राण प्रतिष्ठा कार्यक्रम
सुबह 5 से शुरू हुआ था। वो विधि विधान पहले वहाँ प्रायश्चित होता है, पहले प्राण प्रतिष्ठा जो विधान होता है पहले प्रायश्चित हुआ। प्रायश्चित के बाद उसके बाद सारे देवता को आह्वान किया गया, उनका अंगन्यास होता है, अंगन्यास का विधान किया गया शास्त्रों में, अंगन्यास करना है। उसके बाद फिर अंगन्यास करे सारे अंग अंग का आह्वान करना है।
मोदी जी वहाँ अयोध्या में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा करते हैं, फिर यहाँ आ रहे हैं प्राण प्रतिष्ठा
नहीं, प्राण प्रतिष्ठा सुबह हुई है, इनका वो विशेष उद्घाटन कर रहे हैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री, जो हिंदू समाज गौरव करता है उनके ऊपर, वो आए हैं तो बहुत खुशी है।
आप ये कह रहे हैं यहाँ से तो गुजरात से कई महिलाएं हैं, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के राज्य से आई हैं।
हाँ,
कैसा लग रहा है?
अच्छा लगा। हमारा प्रमुख स्वामी कृपा से उधर हमारा भगवान आ गया तो अच्छा है। ठेठ महिषाना से उधर आ गई भगवान का दर्शन में।
बहुत अच्छा। आप कुछ बोलिए, मुझे पता है गुजराती आती, हिंदी नहीं आती।
प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज है ना, बहुत अच्छा है। इमना संकल्प હતો કે દુબઈમાં મંદિર બંધાય તો મન સ્વામી महाराज એમનો संकल्प पूर्ण કર્યો અને આવો બહુ સરસ का मंदिर થઈ।
संकल्प पूर्ण किया। आप कहाँ से? आप भी गुजरात से?
हाँ, मैं जामनगर से आई हूँ और बापा के दर्शन हुए, वही हमारी इच्छा थी। और इस्लामिक देश में हमारा मंदिर हुआ तो हमको बहुत प्राउड है।
आज मोदी जी आ रहे हैं शाम
तो बहुत, वो इससे भी ज्यादा हमारे।
इट्स अ प्राउड ऑफ इंडिया मोदी साहब। हाँ, और इतना
की गाड़ी अभी अबू धाबी तक आ चुकी है।
Trending burning question, powered by Reva University and Century Club Prime.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the Trending Burning Question with me, Shavansan. Ladies and gentlemen, on 14th of February 1998, Coimbatore was rocked by 12 blasts, leaving over 50 people dead. Years later, the DMK government's move to release 3 known terrorists is now being scrutinized. In fact, the BJP has now hit out at the DMK government. 3 terrorists linked to the 1998 Coimbatore blast, including its mastermind SAS Basha, was sentenced to jail for life in connection with a murder case. Now, the 3 terrorists have been granted bail, or rather released, in a murder case. In fact, this was quote-unquote on humanitarian terms, and the DMK government is absolutely brazen about this. In fact, they say this is a regular procedure. Is this, as the Bharatiya Janata Party points it out, DMK's attempt to appease ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls? Let's take a look at this report and then we begin the trending burning question.
3 terrorists convicted in the deadly 1998 Coimbatore blast that claimed 58 lives have been set free by the Tamil Nadu government. And even when Republic confronted the DMK, they remain absolutely brazen about the decision.
Actually, it's very clear when the state government has to get the concurrence of the union government in high-profile cases before release. So I think the scrutiny is not only within the purview of the state, it is also a purview of the union government. So union government has undergone an exercise of the various recommendations made. So it's a combined exercise. I think BJP is doing politics regarding it.
Days after their release, the Convicts released a video heaping praises on Tamil Nadu government and CM MK Stalin. They did not seem to show any remorse for their actions in the video. The BJP is slamming the DMK government, accusing them of appeasement. The Convicts release also comes after a suicide bomber targeted the city of Coimbatore in 2022, just ahead of Diwali.
DMK tried everything within its power to release the convicts at different points of time against people's opinion. In 2009, November 7, they released 9 convicts of this case. Cho Ramasamiji, a great writer and ideologue, he mentioned, this act is equal to a government of the day acting as a patron of a terror organization.
Why has the DMK decided to release the 3 well-known convicted terrorists months ahead of the Lok Sabha polls? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, is this an attempt that has been made by the DMK to bolster its image or perhaps also make their allies happy? Joining us on the broadcast tonight, Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK, Sumanchi Raman and Prakash M. Swami. Kovai Satyan, I want to begin by asking you, in fact, your party too has taken a position on this entire matter, appears to be, falling in line with what the government has been saying. Why exactly would you actually let terror accused go scot-free, even if it is that they have spent a considerable amount of time behind bars? Because it turns out from that particular video that is doing the rounds, they are profusely thanking the DMK government, and this comes just before the elections.
Yeah, good evening. So for the viewers to understand better, the prefix of my name Kovai is a short form of Coimbatore. So I belong to the place where the 1998 bomb blast took place. I was at my college at that point of time. So I'm one of the victims of the bomb blast. So there are different angles to this action taken by DMK. From AIDMK, what we say is follow what law says. The quantum of punishment is announced by the court. If the person, whoever is sentenced on whatever crime he has committed, has completed his quantum of punishments, then he is eligible to be released. But what's happening right now is everybody is falling to the fake narrative of DMK. It is the same MK Stalin government which enacted a GO in September 2021 stating that people who are in prison and who are charged under terror cannot be released. The quantum was divided into 10 years and 20 years. It is the same DMK government which enacted this GO, based on which people who are languishing in the jail under the quantum of punishment in terrorism cannot be released. But releasing them at this point of time, DMK was trying to spin a narrative that they have succeeded in fulfilling one of his manifestos, that Muslim community brotherhood who are languishing in the jail shall be released. Now what will happen is this will go to the governor and governor will strike it down, which will fuel the DMK's narrative that it is DMK versus BJP and governor is an agent of BJP and who is acting against the will of DMK. So everybody is falling prey for this narrative. But what we, AIDMK, is saying, follow what
so
law
you
is.
Okay, but Kovai, I would like to ask you this question, but before I do that, I'll also get in Sumachi Raman. Because Kovai, it seems that you are okay with the idea if those who have been accused of a heinous crime like this are set free, but you're saying that there is a larger narrative that is at play. So what's here, Raman? We have essentially seen that every time that we have played this narrative, it has backfired. It has backfired in the Western countries also, and this appeasement really does not go well. Why exactly would you do this, even if you had to satisfy a certain vote bank?
First of all, you have to understand, I'm getting the audio back into my ear. But the point, Shravan, is that all political parties in Tamil Nadu, except the BJP, supported the release of these prisoners. Some of them have been in prison for 25 years plus. Some of them are ailing. And this decision was signed off by the governor. Let's be clear that all due process has been followed. So while the BJP may want to criticize it, Governor R.N. Ravi, who has been acting as a thorn in the flesh of the DMK government, has signed the order. And that was because the government had approached the Supreme Court. The matter was likely to come up in the next few days. Already the governor has had a rap on the knuckles. So in order to avoid further embarrassment, he signed file. So that is exactly what has happened. So I don't think it is fair to single out the DMK. In fact, the leader of the opposition raised this issue in the assembly and forced the chief minister to ask, what did you do when you were in power? So I think that this is a kind of a consensus decision of all parties in Tamil Nadu except the BJP, including former alliance partners of the NDA.
You know, Sumatsi Raman, it does not matter which political party has come to that kind of a consensus, and it's not about the BJP here, but we're talking about a larger issue that's about national security. We have seen what has really happened in other states, particularly in Kerala, in Karnataka, vis-a-vis the ISIS module. Coimbatore has seen a series of attacks that have taken place in the last couple of years. So the question still remains. Prakash M. Swami, you've heard what Sumansi Raman is saying. Sumansi Raman is saying that procedures have been followed, and this is part of the constitutional rights that any prisoner has. But when it comes to an issue like this, will it not once again tantamount to what many would say, being soft on terror?
I would say that this is exactly the problem of vote bank. See, during the last election, the minority votes was solidly went to DMK because ADMK was with BJP. So BJP did not get much of minority votes, so it lost the elections. Now, ADMK is going to take a major slice of the minority vote bank in Tamil Nadu, which will affect directly the DMK. So DMK is very desperate, seeking the minority votes after ADMK fell out of BJP. Now, one of the processes trying to appease, they have ADMK is having an alliance with SDPI, and DMK is going very strongly in favor of the Muslim parties, giving them as many seats as possible, is nothing but appeasement. Now, the only thing is what's happening in Tamil Nadu, they even released the killers of Rajiv Gandhi, the Prime Minister of the country. So what more do you expect in Coimbatore? That was a terrorist attack. And whatever you call it, ADMK is remaining silent because it feared that the Muslim may not vote ADMK in the elections. Unfortunately, except BJP, none of the, of course, Congress did not even mind their killers of Rajiv Gandhi were released. For them, 5 or 6 MP seats is enough for them. They didn't bother about Rajiv Gandhi. They didn't bother about the leader. So they kept a silent, they went in a silent mode when the killers of Rajiv Gandhi were released by whatever, pressures brought by the state government. Again, today, the same Congress is not going to open the mouth. And except BJP, none of the political parties are willing to open the mouth for the fear of losing the minority vote bank. Now, what's happening in Tamil Nadu, unfortunately, with elections around the corner, everybody wants to target minority vote bank, which is definitely going to split. And this split is going to cause more damage to DMK. So DMK trying to do some damage control by this work. But this is not going to work in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Because the people are very clear and the governor has been having a hawk eye on whatever Tamil Nadu government is doing.
Okay.
So these antics is not going to work. Believe me.
Kovai Satyan, the question that I was about to ask you at that point in time is that while you say that there is perhaps some sort of a fixed match that is going on, there is a narrative that the DMK is playing here. On this very aspect, it seems that your government would be okay with this. Your party, I beg your pardon, would have been perfectly fine with the idea of these terror accused being let free.
The nature of offence is taken into account by the judiciary, the honorable courts. And it is the honorable courts which has given them the sentence, be it 10 years, 15 years or 25 years. And the quantum of punishment given for these three people is 25 years, which got over in 2023. So what we say is follow the books of law, and we don't go or we don't believe into this appeasement tactics of what DMK is doing right now. If MK Stalin wants, he could have released them last year when their quantum of punishment is over. But what they did is 2021, they passed a GO, which clearly says people who are in prison and who are being charged under the terrorism cannot be released. Now, MK Stalin, he himself goes all out and releases them. And this will go to the governor, and governor will strike it down. This will help him to build his political narrative against government, trying to hide all his inefficiencies and incompetence. What we say, if the law says, don't be lenient on people who are charged under terrorism, please follow, stick to it, follow the same. We are not asking the judiciary, we are not asking anybody to take exceptions. The same happened with Rajiv Gandhi killers as well. Everybody had the option to go by the law, books of law. Yes, they tried and tested the avenues given by the law, which gave them the much needed relief on humanitarian grounds. What AIDMK took a stand is go by the humanitarian grounds. They have completed their sentence. They are languishing in the jails and prison, and which cannot go unaccounted for. You have to hear their voice out, which our democracy says that everybody has the option.
If the idea here, Kovai, is about taking
terrorism act.
Okay, that's the question. Sumatsi Raman, I just want to, because I'm running short of time. Prakash Swami, I'll just give, I'm really running short of time. I'll just give that one word to Sumatsi Raman. So Sumatsi Raman, that's a valid question that many would ask. Can you actually take the guarantee? Can anyone take the guarantee that once they are freed, they would not regroup? We have seen what has happened in the ISIS case in Hyderabad. But Sumatsi Raman, the fact of the matter is that you say humanitarian ground. What about the human rights of those family members who've lost their beloved ones? Over 50 people have lost their lives in this.
What about the human rights?
And the fact of the matter is that there is no human rights for them, Sumatsi Raman.
In such cases, it is very ideal if the court specify whether life imprisonment in these cases would mean imprisonment for life. If they say that it is imprisonment for life, then there is no question of relief. But because of this ambiguity which crops up, after 25 years, governments believe that they will be in a position to release them. And then it becomes a political game. So I think it is for the courts to make it clear when they seal sentences, especially in such terrorism cases, what the specific quantum of sentence will be.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sumatsi Raman, Kovai Satyan and Prakash Swami for joining us on the trending burning question. On the other side, the big debate coming up with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami.
I am very, very happy to announce that Niva Bupa Health Insurance has come on board as Republic TV's studio partner. Niva Bupa Health Insurance is the fastest growing company among standalone health insurance players in India. It has also provided health insurance coverage to 1.1 crore people in India and settled over 15 lakh claims, processing one claim every 60 seconds. So we are delighted to be partnering with them.
इनकी वजह से हमारा रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है, बिल्कुल रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है। भूखा मर जाएगा सारा आम आदमी तो भाई।
भैया नुकसान तो बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है, चारों तरफ से रास्ता बंद है, ना तो सीएनजी मिल रही है और सवारियों को भी बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी हो रही है। बहुत सारे हमारे भाई हैं जो किराए की ऑटो चलाते हैं, किराया कहाँ से दे, अब सवारी कहीं मिल ही नहीं रही है।
इसमें गरीब आदमी मर रहा है।
Right now I'm standing at Tikri border. Tikri border is the conjoining border between Delhi and Haryana. Here you can see the auto drivers are over here, standing over here, and the autos are standing at this very point because all those roads are blocked and heavy barricading are being done at this very point because we have been speaking to the senior officials of Delhi police and Haryana police as well, and they said that they have done a 7 layering of barricading at this very point so that farmers who are protesting and planning to move to Delhi won't be able to go towards the Delhi side. Right now I'm joined by some of the auto workers who have been facing a lot of difficulties. सर ये बताइए कि आप लोगों को क्या-क्या नुकसान हो रहा है?
भैया नुकसान तो बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है, चारों तरफ से रास्ता बंद है, ना तो सीएनजी मिल रही है और सवारियों को भी बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी हो रही है।
सभी को परेशानी चल रही है जी, सभी को परेशानी चल रही है। और 2 दिन से
गाड़ियों में गैस नहीं है, किराए की ऑटो चला रहे हैं, बहुत सारे हमारे भाई हैं जो किराए की ऑटो चलाते हैं, किराया कहाँ से दे, और बहुत सारी परेशानी है। वो आगे बैरिकेड लगा दिए हैं, ना उधर से जाने देते ना इधर से जाने देते।
तो आपको सवारी कहाँ में मिल रही है?
अब सवारी कहीं मिल ही नहीं रही है, खरे इंतजार कर रहे हैं सवारियों का। अगर
सब नुकसान हो रहा है,
सारा नुकसान हो रहा है। दुकानों पे से पनीर नहीं जा रहा है, सप्लाई नहीं हो रही है, कोई भी कुछ सारा नुकसान में जा रहे हैं भाई, कोई फायदा नहीं है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा। नुकसान के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है। ये जो अभी रास्ता आप खुद देख रहे हो बंद पड़ा है, इनकी वजह से हमारा रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है, बिल्कुल रोजगार नहीं चल रहा है। और ये
सवारी चल रही है हमारी, शुरू से ही 15 रुपए थी, अब भी 15 ही मिल रहे हैं और घूम के जाना पड़ता है, रूट भी ज्यादा लंबा हो गया भाई, और बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी हो रही कुल मिला के।
भूखा मर जाएगा सारा आम आदमी तो भाई।
अच्छा, आपके किसानों से कोई आह्वान है, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप किसानों से? क्या उनको ये प्रोटेस्ट जो है धरना वापस लेना चाहिए?
भाई अपना बैठ कर सारी बात कर ले भाई, इतना नुकसान उनका भी हमारा भी है, सबका नुकसान नहीं है भाई।
नुकसान है, व्हीकल टूटने लग रहा है, गलियों में से निकाल व्हीकल टूट रहे, क्या फायदा? वो तो अपने शांति प्रिय चाहते हो जाए, लेकिन सरकार मान तो नहीं रही है ना। वो भी ये चाह रहे शांति से मान जाए, अपना निपटारा हो जाए, लेकिन सरकार कर नहीं रही है ऐसा। इसमें गरीब आदमी मर रहा है।
ये विनती है कि हमारे भी बच्चे पलने दो।
There you see the ground situation over here. The auto drivers who have been working here are saying that they are facing a lot of difficulties over here at this point of time because the roads are choked over here. No one is allowed to move. All those roads which move towards the Tikri side have been blocked, and 6 to 7 layers of barricading have been done. And they have been demanding from the farmers as well that they should call on their protest very soon. With video journalist Bisham Akil for Republic TV.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. An interesting but very significant development was lost amidst the headlines today. Sonia Gandhi has, by all indications, retired. She has retired from electoral politics. Not going to fight Lok Sabha elections. Sonia Gandhi, at a time when her party is disintegrating, breaking, wilting in relevance, at a time when her party is being avoided like the plague, insulted by every other potential ally from ground level cadre to, ladies and gentlemen, generational loyalists. Sonia Gandhi has done the smart thing and understood it's not going to work, that she can't win an election anymore. She's opted out of the Lok Sabha. The significance should be lost on no one that Sonia Gandhi has retired from electoral politics just on the eve of the 2024 elections. Before the Congress is projected to have its most dismal performance in a general election, she has abandoned the ship. This abandoning of the ship or should we call it a canoe or a kayak, whatever is left of the Congress, just months before the election, is a surety beyond measure that perhaps even Raebareli is not secure for Sonia Gandhi anymore, that she will lose even in Raebareli. It is also significant because Sonia Gandhi conveniently parks herself in the Rajya Sabha instead of going before the people in a Lok Sabha contest, which means she knows she will lose. After all, Rahul Gandhi has lost. He will also lose. And after trying and failing so badly to launch and relaunch and launch and relaunch and launch and relaunch her non-achiever washout son Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi can pretend all his life and at the age of 55 to be discovering India in a luxury bus, but the fact is that he's a political disaster, a failure. And you see leaders of merit like Himanta Biswa Sarma, who abandoned the Congress and are now transforming ground up through governance, slide the entire Congress from under Sonia Gandhi's hold in Assam. The largest story for me on a day when Himanta Biswa Sarma has broken the Congress. He just broke it. The Congress working president Assam has joined the BJP. MLAs are joining the BJP. The party broke down the middle. And what does that tell you? That tells you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Congress is backing up. There is no hope for the Congress. So much so that even political entities like the Aam Aadmi Party with a minimum national presence are booting the Congress out and saying, you don't deserve anything, but because we have pity on you, we'll give you one seat in Delhi. Ladies and gentlemen, my opinion is really that the Congress is over. The ship is not sinking, it has sunk, it is reaching ground, it is reaching rock bottom. So it is not a surprise for me that any leader looking for the long-term game is jumping off that ship. Not that I think Ashok Chavan going to the BJP is going to help the BJP, it won't. But when Sonia Gandhi herself opts out of the electoral contest, that is significant.
जब दिल्ली में अक्षरधाम का निर्माण हो रहा था तो उनके आशीर्वाद से मैं शिलान्यास कार्यक्रम में था, तब तो मैं राजनीति में भी कुछ नहीं था। और उस दिन मैंने कहा था कि गुरु कि हम बहुत तारीफ तो करते रहते हैं, लेकिन कभी सोचा है कि किसी गुरु ने कहा कि यमुना के तट पर अपना भी कोई स्थान हो और शिष्य रूपी प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने अपने गुरु की उस इच्छा को परिपूर्ण कर।
Nationwide anger against the Trinamool Congress, that how the government has completely failed to see that how the people they have not been taken care of, and now the effigy of Mamata Banerjee is also being burned by the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party here in Jammu and Kashmir. The women wing of the BJP is holding a widespread protest in Jammu against the allegations and against the West Bengal government, stating that the government has failed to maintain the law and order, and that's why widespread protest, including the burning of the effigy of Mamata Banerjee, the Bengal Chief Minister, is taking place here in Jammu as the workers of the BJP are agitated. With Sarjeevan Kumar, Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network.
ये मंदिर पूरी दुनिया के लिए सांप्रदायिक सौहार्द और वैश्विक एकता का प्रतीक बनेगा। भाइयों और बहनों, यूएई के मिनिस्टर ऑफ टॉलरेंस हिज एक्सेलेंसी शेख नायान अल मुबारक यहां विशेष तौर पर उपस्थित है और उन्होंने भाव भी जो व्यक्त किए, जो बातें हमारे सामने रखी, वो हमारे उन सपनों को मजबूत करने का उनके शब्दों में उन्होंने वर्णन किया है। मैं उनका आभारी हूं। साथियों, इस मंदिर के निर्माण में यूएई की सरकार की जो भूमिका रही, उसकी जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम है। लेकिन इस भव्य मंदिर का स्वप्न साकार करने में अगर सबसे बड़ा सहयोग किसी का है तो मेरे ब्रदर हिज हाइनेस शेख मोहम्मद बिन जायद का है। मुझे पता है कि प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूएई की पूरी गवर्नमेंट ने कितने बड़े दिल से करोड़ों भारतवासियों की इच्छा को पूरा किया है और इन्होंने सिर्फ यहां नहीं 140 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानियों के दिल को जीत लिया है। मैं इस मंदिर के विचार से लेकर एक प्रकार से प्रमुख स्वामी जी के स्वप्न से लेकर के स्वप्न बाद में विचार में परिवर्तित हुआ, यानी विचार से लेकर इसके साकार होने तक पूरी यात्रा में इससे जुड़ा रहा हूं। ये मेरा सबसे बड़ा सौभाग्य है और इसलिए मैं जानता हूं कि हिज हाइनेस शेख मोहम्मद बिन जायद की उदारता के लिए धन्यवाद ये शब्द भी बहुत छोटा लगता है। इतना बड़ा उन्होंने काम किया। मैं चाहता हूं उनके इस व्यक्तित्व को, भारत यूएई रिश्तों की गहराई को केवल यूएई और भारत के लोग ही नहीं बल्कि पूरा विश्व भी जाने।
यूएई की राजधानी अबुधाबी में पहला विराट हिंदू मंदिर बनकर तैयार है, तो यूएई से भी लोग आए हैं, भारत से भी आए हैं और भारत के बाहर दूसरे देशों से भी आए हैं। मुझे आप बताइए, आप भी आइए, मुझे बताइए आप कहां से आए हैं?
मैं वासुदेव कृष्ण शास्त्री काठमांडू से मैं आया हूं और नेपाल से, और हमारे साथ रवि भाई बेलायत से हैं और हम लोग काफी लोग आए हैं। मेरी पत्नी
नेपाल से आए हैं, क्या लाए हैं?
तो यहाँ स्पेशल मैंने भगवान शालिग्राम जो है यहाँ स्पेशल यहाँ के जो अक्षरधाम मंदिर के देने के लिए ले आए हैं, तो यहाँ देंगे, यहाँ पूजा होगी। हमें गौरव है सनातन हिंदू परंपरा के ऊपर कि दुबई में पहली बार इतना बड़ा हिंदू मंदिर बन रहा है।
भेंट स्वरूप आप शालिग्राम
जी, और पूजा भी किए। सुबह यहाँ प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में भी रहे हम लोग, पूजा प्राण प्रतिष्ठा भी हुई सुबह, और भेंट के रूप में हमने शालिग्राम।
प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में क्या हुआ अगर आप
सुबह प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में पहले क्या होता है कि जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का दो विधान है, शास्त्रीय वास्तुशास्त्र और शास्त्रीय विधान से। पहला प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का विधान ये है कि जो भगवान का जो मूर्ति बनाया जाता है वो पत्थर का शिला का बनाया जाता है, वो प्राण नहीं होता है। जब उसमें मंत्र द्वारा चेतना को आधान किया जाता है तो चेतना का आधान हुआ है मंत्र द्वारा।
मैंने मंदिर में अलग अलग मूर्तियां देखी क्योंकि मैं अंदर गई थी, तो सबकी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा
जी अलग अलग, स्वामी जी जितने भी अलग अलग प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुई है। पहले वहाँ भगवान जो श्री स्वामीनारायण जी का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ, उसके बाद भोलेनाथ, शिव और पार्वती का, गणपति शिव परिवार का हुआ, उसके बाद फिर उसके अंदर लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान का हुआ, इसके बाद जगन्नाथ भगवान का हुआ, सारे देवता का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ। पहले ये गौरव के विषय है कि दुबई में, अबुधाबी में पहली बार।
Anger over mass rape spills on the streets. Mamta dismisses women uprising with RSS theory. Why deny the Sandesh Khali truth? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
You have no discrimination whatsoever, but you have a few pointers when you select your staff. What are those?
They have the attitude to learn. Do they have the behavior where they are like going to be collaborative with their employees and their bosses? And do they have consistency? Can they do anything consistently? Can they do everything consistently? What is the thing that they can do consistently? And your attitude towards learning, that nobody can know everything and you should be always a student, and how you are behaving with your colleagues and everybody, and do that consistently and have that discipline.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka, Century Club Prime, Policy Bazaar, AMNS India and Punch EV.
I'm horrified that Mamata Banerjee has come out in open and brazen defense of Mafia Don Shah Jahan. That also in the West Bengal Assembly. She has attacked the media. She has attacked even the survivors and the witnesses of sexual assault and rape by horribly questioning their intent and calling them, the victims of sexual assault and rape, as her political adversaries. Viewers of Republic, when victims become adversaries, and when mafia dons become partners, it is the beginning of the end. Mamata Banerjee has lost the moral authority to rule Bengal with her sheer insensitivity and one-sided defense of all the torture, her defense of all the misdeeds that her party leaders and mafia are accused of. Mamata Banerjee calls the media who question her sold out. Would she call the mafia don Shah Jahan sold out? Would she call her scam-tainted and arrested leaders sold out? Would she call the kingpins of the cattle smuggling scam, the teachers' recruitment scam, and the mega land grab scam in which her party leaders are involved, would she call them sold out? No, she wouldn't. She would defend those people. So she has chosen her side. Mamata Banerjee is backing the political mafia. We at Republic are backing the people. And viewers, the people must win. The people must win. The people must win. Debate 1 tonight. The anger, Mamata Banerjee cannot use all her influence to try and stop the Sandesh Khali horror. Debate 1 tonight. Debate number 2 this evening. The Supreme Court strikes down electoral bond scheme ahead of the big elections. Debating pros and cons of that at 10 p.m. And debate number 3, 7 days since the Pakistan elections. We still don't know who the prime ministerial candidate is going to be. There are too many. That's debate 3, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on The Debate Tonight. Days on, women of Sandesh Khali continue to fight for justice. Republic Bangla continues to lead the fight. From Malda to South Chobbish Pargana, complete uproar across Bengal over the Sandesh Khali horror. No action yet, but Mamata shields Shah Jahan Sheikh the Mafia Don, rallies RSS involvement theory. Supreme Court strikes down electoral bonds in a unanimous verdict, says scheme violates fundamental rights. Scam-tainted Mahua Moitra summoned by the ED in connection to the FEMA case asked to appear on Feb 19th. And Imran floats contender PMLN backs Shahbaz for the prime ministerial post in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 10 days of unstoppable public and women-led uprising against Mamata Banerjee. The uprising that started from Sandesh Khali in Bengal has spread like a wildfire across the state. Mamata Banerjee has been facing heat even in TMC strongholds. Her party men are on the run, but she continues to defend the mafia don, Trinamool leader, Trinamool mafia don, Sheikh Shah Jahan. Ladies and gentlemen, today's developments on this story, and then we debate.
Days of massive women's uprising. The unstoppable revolt against Mamata Banerjee government has gained more force. Anger over mass rape allegations has spilled onto the streets of Bengal. From Malda to South 24 Parganas, the chorus for justice for Sandesh Khali women grows louder. The Bengal police detained women protesters as they raised their voices against Mamata government. More and more women have come forward to narrate their horror.
প্রশাসনকে কিছু জানেন না, সবই জানেন। দিদি এখানে ওখানে বসে আমাদের শ্লোদাহানির দাম বিচার করছেন, 500 টাকার জায়গায় 1000 টাকা করছেন। বুঝতে বলা যাবে না ওসব বিষয়। তোমাদের উপরে যেগুলো আমরা করছি এইগুলো যদি বাড়ি গিয়ে প্রকাশ করো তাহলে তোমাদের হাতে সাদা থান আমরা ধরিয়ে। রাত 12টা একটা সময় আমাদেরকে ডেকে পাঠাতে হবে, যে করতে চাইবে তার চুলের মুঠি ধরে মারা। রাত্রিরে মেয়েদেরকে নিয়ে মানে দেহ সঙ্গিনী করার একটা চেষ্টা করতে এরকম অনেক ঘরের মেয়ে বউদের নিয়ে।
But Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has dismissed the uprising with RSS theory.
শান্ত করার চেষ্টা করেছে। আগে টার্গেট শেখ শাহজাহান, ওকে টার্গেট করে ইডি ঢুকলো, তারপরেই সবাইকে বার করে দিয়ে তারপরে ওখানে আদিবাসী মাইনরিটিদের মধ্যে ঝগড়া লাগিয়ে দিল। সন্দেশখালী আজকে নতুন নয়, ওখানে RSS এর একটা বাসা আছে। 7-8 বছর আগেও দাঙ্গা হয়েছিল ওখানে। কতগুলো দাঙ্গা স্পটের মধ্যে এটাও একটা স্পট, মনে রাখবেন।
The BJP has hit out at Mamata for using force to stifle the voices of the victims.
এখানে আমার মা অত্যাচারিত। আজ কেন আপনার 144 আপনি বুঝতে পারছেন, তার কারণ হচ্ছে এই যে রেখা পাত্রকে দিয়ে স্টেটমেন্ট করাচ্ছে। এ পুলিশ নিয়ে গিয়ে সঙ্গে পাশে দাঁড়িয়ে এদের মা বোন নেই, ম্যানেজ করার ভয় দেখানো, বলছে তোরা তো শাহজাহান বাহিনীর হাতে রেপ হয়েছিস, এবারে আমরা করব।
Most important part is police is still not finding Sheikh Shahjahan. The reason is simple and clear. The Home Minister of West Bengal is in denial and she is not ready to accept the fact that Sandesh Khali violence, the entire thing that is happening there, and the women there who are alleging are actually blaming Sheikh Shahjahan and his gang. Why Mamata Banerjee is still defiant? Why is Mamata Banerjee protecting Sheikh Shahjahan?
Let's debate.
You know, what has happened is that Mamata Banerjee makes everything into an insider-outsider issue. Oh, it's a BJP issue. It's not. It's a women's issue. And I find it interesting that, you know, generally women like Aparna Sen and Shabana Azmi and even Shikha Mukherjee to some extent, who's on the program, have all lost their voice in this case. Because the problem is they think that being for the rape victims will become pro-BJP. That's ridiculous logic, Shikha. By that logic, being anti-BJP, do you have to be pro-rape accused? Because you're anti-BJP, do you have to be pro-mafia, pro-corruption, pro-sexual assault, pro-mass rape? And then being silent on it and then doing a balancing act, Shikha, is not going to work this time. Because it's becoming too obvious. And I welcome everyone, Shotarupa from the BJP, Dr. Shampa Sen, backs the left, Saira Shah Halim, Tausif Khan, and Anirban Banerjee. My question is to Shikha Mukherjee.
Well, I don't think that it's particularly
fortunate that you have started by assuming what my views are, and that I am defending harassment and abuse of women by suggesting that what is going on in Sandeshkhali is not necessarily only the harassment and abuse of women. What is happening, and it's remarkable that it is happening the way it is. If there are complaints, those complaints need to be investigated, and once those complaints are investigated, the truth must come out. Of course, it must. Women as whichever way I look at it, whether I look at it from the side of the TMC or the BJP or the CPM for that matter, whichever side I'm looking at it, is that there is a politics which is playing out over women's bodies. And I think this is very, very unfortunate. And it is the most sad reflection of how disempowered women are. But having said that, let me also point out that what is happening in Sandeshkhali is a political fight, because West Bengal is a war zone. And here we have the BJP projecting itself, as it has been trying to do for a very long time in West Bengal, as the champion of the oppressed, and the oppressor as the TMC. That being said, it is now what is going on in Sandeshkhali, in the Sandeshkhali context, and
the way you're talking
what
about
is going on.
Shikha.
Sorry.
Shikha Mukherjee, if I may.
Yes?
The way you're
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. The way you're talking about it, you almost seem to indicate that you think that this is all a made-up story. To counter you very simply on two accounts, you said, whichever way you look at it. What do you mean, whichever way you look at it? Secondly, you said, there is only one way to look at it, that women are saying that they have been mass raped. There's no other way to look at it. Second point, I find it unacceptable that you use the soft words harassment and abuse of women. Allow me to complete. I heard you, so you must hear my argument. I'm saying that you are using the words very, very smartly. Very smartly, you are using the words harassment and abuse of women. If women are taken to party offices and raped to satiate the sexual needs of political leaders, how can you use words like harassment and abuse? Please use stronger words. Third point, you are saying whatever has happened needs to be investigated. Shikha Mukherjee, gather some courage. Shikha Mukherjee, gather some courage. Shikha Mukherjee, gather some courage and condemn Mamta Banerjee. Condemn Mamta Banerjee for preempting the investigation. I am saying tonight there can be no investigation. The West Bengal police cannot investigate the matter. 1 minute, Shikha Mukherjee, hear me. Shikha Mukherjee, hear me. Don't qualify, don't generalize, don't qualify. Don't qualify and generalize. Standard tactics, too transparent. 1 minute. Allow me to complete. I am countering you very strongly. But I will counter you very, very strongly, and you have to be able to listen to me. No, I will. No. Shikha, Shikha, listen. Shikha, thank you. Now let me tell you, using these words repugnant, generalizing and all don't work. They are really sound very artificial. Then listen to me. My question is, the situation is like this, viewers. Mamta Banerjee has said all the people, Mamta Banerjee has said that all the people who have said that they have been raped or are witnesses to rape are all liars. I feel in this situation, if the Home Minister and the Chief Minister, both being one person, Shikha, the Home Minister, Shikha, listen, please don't, Shikha, don't speak over me. I am telling you something, listen to me. Don't worry. No, I'll tell you. I want you on my show, but I want you to have the courage to take the counter arguments. I feel, Shikha, 1 minute. I feel, Shikha, that when the Chief Minister, please don't speak over me, I'm just being very polite with you. The Chief Minister and the Home Minister have said that the women are lying. Then there can be no investigation, in my view. No, you don't have to follow my lead. But if the Home Minister and the Chief Minister, if the women are liars, then what do you mean? There can be no investigation. It's as cool as that. It's as simple as that. She has said they're all liars.
No, I don't.
They're all belonging to a political party. She's labeled the victims liars.
if you kindly recall, the governor.
He has
visited that
labelled
place.
the victims
He has met
liars.
these women,
How can there be an
and he has
investigation?
given his report to the Home Ministry. Let the Home Ministry reveal its report. We do want to know what's happened. The governor is a responsible person. Surely his report
I'll get in,
will have
Shatarupa, here. It's
responsible
absurd what you're
statements in
saying.
it. I want
It's
to see
absurd what you're
yes.
saying. The chief minister comes
No,
and says
it's
all
not
these people
absurd.
who are
It is a
all
fact.
these people who are alleging are all members of a political party. They are masked. They are liars. And then you are saying let there be an investigation.
Order. What do you mean
Honor,
by
Shatarupa.
investigation?
Honor,
Can you not
firstly,
have
it
an
took the Chief
investigation?
Minister, the
Can
Honourable
you
Chief
just do it
Minister,
on
to
the
open
basis
her
of
mouth
hearsay?
on
That is not
You can't have an
Khali after
investigation
some
which is
5, 6,
where the
7 days.
conclusion has been
She
drawn.
was
Please be
nowhere to
sensible about
found.
it.
Number one. Number two is, the way these women have been talking in front of the media. It is extremely clear that, first of all, they were petrified. They were petrified of the situation which they were traumatized to go through for over, some of them have claimed it has gone over for 10 years, 13 years. And the only reason why they could open their mouth now was because Shah Jahan is absconding. And they've been very clear about this. And when Vishakha was talking, your representative was talking to them, if you've noticed, you must have, they've used words like Deho Shongini. They are very specific. The three leaders of Trinamool, Shah Jahan and his two cronies, have been singling out women specifically, systematically, and using them as body partners. Deho Shongini. These are words which we in the civilized world don't even talk about. And this has been happening repeatedly. And here you have people saying,
Okay, we lost the line there. We are going to get in Tausif at this stage. Tausif, a couple of things which are striking me as horrible. The rape victims are being told to medically prove that rape happened. If the rape happened 6 months back, how does a rape victim produce a medical certificate that she has been raped? Saira, you want to take that with Tausif? I know these are sometimes it's difficult for me to repeat these things because I have to pinch myself into believing that this is actually happening.
See, firstly,
Arnab,
you have to...
Let Tausif speak first and then Saira can come here.
Commission representatives are there. Arnab, after the incident came to the fore, the state women commission team went there and submitted their report. The senior Trinamool MLA's delegation has visited Sandesh Khali, and a 10-member women CID led by a DIG rank CID officer is investigating the matter. Now, this women police team, they are going door to door, speaking to the women in Sandesh Khali and asking them what has happened. So there's a statement from the West Bengal police.
Every single police person who's going to the doors
the incident in willfully is being misrepresented.
You've already spoken once,
and
don't speak
there is
again.
no report of sexual torture as of
can
yet.
I come in? Can I come
No
in?
Oh my
report of
God!
sexual torture
Again,
reported
Tausif
either
is living in this
to the
false
State
paradise.
Women Commission or
Tausif, for
to the
once,
10-member
can you please
police
stop him?
team.
He's talking nonsense.
It is a
throughout the
willful
evening
misrepresentation,
for the last
and you
2 hours
heard the Chief Minister speaking inside the Assembly that there is RSS active in that area.
He's
and
the
there is a
biggest liar.
conspiracy
He's the
to
most
commit
compulsive
riot,
liar.
and we have seen the trailer when the poultry farm was burned, the riot and arsoning. No state administration would allow
Why
that.
was the poultry farm
Mamata
burned?
Banerjee cannot
Do you know,
tolerate
Tausif?
any
Do you
law and
know
order
why the
situation,
poultry farm was
and
burned?
she is there for justice. Mamata Banerjee has promised justice, and she will deliver justice, and
Okay,
therefore she
can
has
I come in
deputed
now, Arnab?
her lady police team, a 10-member police team of CID, all lady officers.
She will not deliver
engaging
justice.
with the local ladies.
She is capable of delivering justice.
17 arrests have
one
been
minute,
made.
Tausif, 1 minute. 1 minute.
17 arrests in
I'd like
this
to
case is already made. No,
17
I'd like
arrests.
to, I'd like to get in Saira on
You
this.
have to tell your
No,
viewers.
Tausif, be brief.
How many arrests have
Tausif,
been made
she's
in this
incapable
matter?
of delivering justice
17 arrests
because
have been made.
he has decided the conclusion of the investigation.
Let us not become...
He has decided which way this investigation will conclude.
Let us not become rape apologists. One second.
Saira, please, Saira.
Okay, let us not become rape apologists, Tausif. It's very clear. It is very clear that the women were raped, not for one day, but this torture has been going on, this sexual exploitation has been going on for years.
Allegation has to be
and you being a man cannot be a rape apologist. We need to call out the absolute reign of terror in Sandesh Khali.
It's a statement from the West Bengal police.
Because if the Mamata Banerjee government had decided to resolve the issue, she would have ensured that the TMC men are rounded up. Let me finish.
Coming from the women team.
You know, 1 second. Who gets arrested?
Let me correct. It's a woman police officer who's saying this.
Who gets arrested? Okay.
It's a woman police officer who is saying...
No, let me finish. This is not right. Allah, please don't allow me to talk. Now, 1 second. Who gets
let her complete.
arrested?
Shampa, wait a minute. Let Saira complete. Let Saira complete. Shampa, let Saira complete.
Okay, now instead of rounding up Sharjah Sheikh, who's on the run, who does the TMC people get arrested? The opposition leaders. Okay, Mr. Narpado Sardar has been arrested, and a lot of opposition leaders from the CPM, from the left, have been arrested as well. Now let me very clear, whether it is land grabbing, whether it is prawn cultivation, whether it is sexually exploiting women, a crime is a crime, and there can be no apology. Whether you're standing for Bilkis Bano, if you're standing for Bilkis Bano, you also need to stand with the women of Sandesh Khali who have been exploited sexually and violence meted out for years. And now then when the ED actually pounced on them, that is when they've unleashed a reign of terror, and the women have been not only molested, they've been attacked, opposition leaders have been rounded up. This is not fair, because now if the political will was there to erase the the violence in Sandesh Khali, the TMC henchmen who are ruling the roost there and perpetuating this whole reign of terror, they would have rounded up first. So let us not become rape apologists, because this is a crime. Women will not lie, when there's a crime this large. And here we can see how these women protesters and others in Sandesh Khali have been molested.
Can you hear me? Can you even hear me?
And there's been violence inflicted not only on them, on the husbands as well.
Saira.
So I think it's time that justice needs to be delivered. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. Now, please listen to me. I completely support you on the point that we should not be rape apologists. I completely support you on that. And for the fact that only the opposition leaders are getting arrested, that is the half truth. Even the TMC person Uttam Sardar, he has also been arrested and he has also been suspended from the party. But that leave that aside for a moment. Nirapodo Sardar, the CPIM ex-MLA of that particular area, Nirapodo Sardar is from your own party. Just a few days before this entire ruckus started, he appeared before the media and he stated that I know where Sheikh Shah Jahan is, where he is roaming around with whom.
Do not deflect.
He said all
these
these
are
things.
allegations.
Okay.
Please do not deflect. If the political will was there, Shah Sheikh and his associates would have got arrested. Do not deflect the attention. It is very, very clear that the ED officers were debarred from entering Shah Sheikh's house. And they were also assaulted before the CBI's men.
Now listen to me. Okay, CBI, ED, everything is fine. Now listen to me. When Nirapodo Sardar appeared before the camera and ranted about where Sheikh Shah Jahan is, could he not mention a single line about the women getting tortured? A single line. Either he was himself involved in those tortures, or he was blatantly lying then. He just kept mum. Is that the truth? Your own party leader said nothing.
Do not deflect.
Forget about the BJP.
It is run by the TMC goons in that area. It is CPM is not in power. It's
fine. I
consider
your logic to be very sound.
And ownership
but your
of what
own
is
party leader from that area itself, he knew nothing about it.
Sexual assault.
You want me to believe he knew where Sheikh Shah Jahan was or is, but he knew nothing about all these incidents, according to you people, going on for years?
Is
that even
only,
possible?
Once again, because Shah Jahan Sheikh is absconding, so the women have the courage to speak up right now.
Nirapado was aware of the location of Sheikh Shah Jahan.
Saira, 1 minute. Anirban, lower, please. Anirban, I need to get into this. You see, Anirban, thank you. Anirban, thank you. Thank you, Anirban. Thank you, Anirban. We are in a situation now, and I just want everyone to understand why we are doing this. We are doing this here at Republic. Why is Republic Bangla leading the fight? Why is the Republic Network leading the fight? Because we believe Mamta Banerjee is backing the mafia. I was surprised today that she openly stood in the assembly and she became an advocate of Shah Jahan. There has to be some level of political dependence on him. That's the tragedy of Mamta Banerjee. She depends on the mafia leaders. She is forced to stand up and defend the mafia leaders. That is bad enough. But what is terrible, Shampa, terrible, is that her police is asking women to prove a rape. Which means if Mamta Banerjee becomes Prime Minister of India, all rape victims in India will be told that you prove that you have been raped, go to the hospital, get a medical examination, come with a medical certificate which says I have been raped, and then I will begin the investigation.
Yes, that is
Till then,
so pathetic.
I will call you a liar. Till then, I will call you a liar. That is the reality. That is the approach. And people across India need to understand. You may not know who Shah Jahan is individually. You may not know the detail of Sandesh Khali. You may not know the names of the local politicians. But you will empathize with the fact that a woman leader of a state is saying to people, dozens, hundreds of them who are saying we have been raped. She's saying to them, go, get a certificate that you've been raped, then I will investigate.
Absolutely.
That's what her police is saying, which is what she's saying.
Show us a video.
And secondly, she's calling them liars. She is villainizing the women and the survivors and the witnesses who are saying that we've been raped. She's villainizing in the State Assembly. Shame on her for doing that. Yes, please, Shampa.
That is nothing
absolutely,
but simple propaganda.
Arnab, I just
that is what she has said. You are a propagandist. She has said it. You can't believe she said it. That's your problem. She has said it. She has said exactly that. She has gone and defended the mafia today. You are shocked sitting in the Republic Bangla studio that your leader has done that, but that's what she's done. That's what she's done.
Where? Show us the proof.
The police claimed that she is claiming in assembly.
Saying she has said it, he has said it. How does it matter?
No, what proof do you want? 1 minute. Shampa, 1 minute. Shampa, 1 minute. What proof do you want? 1 minute. Anirban, louder in the fallback. Anirban, let me tell you. No, 1 minute. What proof do you want? Tell me, what proof are you asking for?
Whereas somebody, let alone the Chief Minister, said to any of the victims that show us the medical proof.
That is not enough. The larger section of women, rural women, are crying out there.
Okay, one minute. Shampa,
They're talking in